Thank you and good morning. Good morning. My name is Roxanne Favors and I'm the Chief Revenue Officer here at the City of Phoenix Aviation Department. And it is my pleasure to welcome you here today for a very special announcement. Here to make this announcement is our city leader, who has been a champion not only for international air service, but for putting us and our entire region on the map. On behalf of the 57,000 people who work here at Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport every day, we'd like to thank the Mayor for your tireless leadership and dedicated advocacy for air service. Please help me welcome Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego, who is here to unveil an exciting announcement.
Bonjour. Welcome to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. I was with you last month when we announced that the Wall Street Journal had recognized us as the #1 airport in the country, and the good news continues. I'm ecstatic to announce that in May of 2024, Air France will be delivering nonstop service between Phoenix and Paris. Charles de Gaulle Airport, here we come. Air France is a new airline for the Phoenix to Paris service, and we are so excited to welcome them to Sky Harbor. I know that so many in our community are excited to take full advantage of this service. Whether you had your honeymoon in Paris and need to return, or you love the arts and culture and cuisine. The new nonstop service is a big win for Phoenix. We're talking about an estimated $30 million in annual economic impact. The number of passengers flying between Phoenix and Paris has grown nearly 40% in the last year as compared to 2019. I'm confident that this new route is going to make this frequently traveled path even smoother. This service will also enable travelers to make easier connections in the US and Europe with Air France's code-share partners, Delta and KLM. Pre-pandemic, Paris was Phoenix's largest unserved air service market in Europe. We are so excited to welcome this. There's just a huge number of people who have been working a long time to make this possible, and I want to thank all of you. We are joined today by great partners, including the City of Phoenix Economic Development Department, our Sister Cities team, led by our CEO, Rita Marco, Visit Phoenix, Ron Price is with us, GPEC, the aviation team, and so many others. We're honored to be joined by our honorary consul for France, and he and I have been talking about this for so long. Nathan, thank you for being here. I've been excited to talk with Mayor Hidalgo of Paris about bringing this service, as well as Ambassador Etienne, who was the French ambassador to the US during a lot of the air service development. Thank you to Roxanne, to Lexi, to Sabine, and everyone at the Sky Harbor team who worked so hard to make this possible. We also want to thank our amazing business community. We have a lot of business partners, 80 companies that do business here that are French-based, including a huge number in the transportation sector. French companies support 3,500 jobs. We have great partnerships, including in key industries like semiconductors as well. We know international flight decisions are driven by business travel, so this announcement is a testament to our growth and the economic success we are fostering here. We are also a great city for sports. We are going to be sending many athletes to the Olympics. This nonstop service will be in place in time for the 2024 Olympics in Paris. We are so honored and thrilled to welcome visitors from the City of Light to the Valley of the Sun. The future is bright. Welcome to Phoenix.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to take just a few moments to recognize some additional folks that have joined us here for this exciting announcement today. First, I want to recognize Bose Holzman, who is the Vice President of Commercial in North America for Air France KLM. Julia Gordon, the Communications Director USA for Air France KLM. As well, joining us is our Phoenix Advisory Board Chair, Sandra Farinza, as well as advisory board members, Tyler Gonzalez, Ron Price and Lindy Fisker that are joining us here today. I also want to recognize my colleagues in the director's office. Our Chief Planning Officer, Jay DeWitt, is here, and our Chief Operating Officer, Sarah Demery, is here as well. Thank you. Likewise, just a few other people I'm going to thank before I ask both to join me up here at the podium. But I also want to thank Lisa Uris. Thank you for being here from the Office of Arizona Tourism for joining us. David Schwartz, who's our Executive Director for Support Sky Harbor Coalition. And then, as the mayor alluded to, the Greater Phoenix Economic Council, we have Kayla Pang, who's joining us here today for this celebration. I want to thank you all for being here and for your partnership in serving our community. At this time, I'd like to introduce the executive of the 23rd airline now flying into Phoenix Sky Harbor in Air France, Mr. Bose Holzman.
Thank you, Roxanne, and bonjour, Phoenix. I'm very excited to be here today, and actually before I start, I do want to thank Mayor Gallego, as well as the entire Sky Harbor team for having us over here. Not just having us over here, also their partnership, because without that partnership, this could not have happened. So, merci, un grand merci, on behalf of Air France. And I would say about us as Air France, we are excited. This is a very special flight and a very special year for us. As you can tell, we are turning 90 years old, and we're going to celebrate that throughout the entire year. So some of you might say, yeah, it took you a while to get here, but we made it. We are going to make it. May 23rd, 2024. Please put it in your calendars, because that is the date an Air France aircraft for the very first time will touch down here at Sky Harbor International. So that's a very exciting prospect. At the same time, I think it's also special for Phoenix community, because I understood it is the very first time there's a non-stop connection between Phoenix and France. And I think that's also long overdue. So we're very proud as Air France to be able to make that happen. And I think we'd also like to stress that even if we connect Phoenix to Paris, we connect it to one of the biggest international hubs that exists globally, because we as Air France operate 240 aircraft to 180 destinations across the world. So from Scandinavia to the Mediterranean, to India, Middle East, Africa and beyond, you'll be able with one seamless connection to connect in Paris. However, wherever you fly, you will be flying Air France. And that means that you will experience the best that France has to offer. That is our commitment, a journey of elegance, and you can find that in many, many different ways on board of the aircraft. To begin with, the wine lists, the menus that are curated by some French sommeliers, French Michelin star chefs, as well as champagne in every single cabin on board. Yes, for those of you paying attention, if you book an economy class ticket, that means you're drinking French champagne. And aside from that, of course, we have our uniforms of our cabin attendants that are curated by French ateliers, as well as over 1,500 hours of in-flight entertainment that does have a lot of French cinema, but also don't be afraid, we have Hollywood blockbusters or your sitcoms, everything you like and you love on board of our aircraft. And of course we know, and perhaps it's good to double share, that France is the most visited country in the world. But of course, at the same time, this year, as Mayor Gallego has already shared, it is a very special year, because it is the year of the Paris Olympics, where we, as Air France, are the official airline. So we really look forward, and you can open your app, your website right now, and you can book that ticket to come over and join us over there. So, with that having said, I think there's nothing else to say except that we look forward to welcoming you on board of our aircraft, and that we are excited to be here. So, Phoenix, bon voyage.
And then I just wanted to close out this celebration and this announcement by thanking every member of the aviation department team. They work hard every day to serve the over 15,000 daily passengers. As the largest economic engine for the state of Arizona, Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport contributes $38 billion a year to our state economy. And it's our employees that make this happen every day and look seamless. And I want to thank you all for joining us today to celebrate this historic announcement. Merci.